Gregory Helms.
Wow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Making his way to the ring from Raleigh, North Carolina, weighing in at 215 pounds, is the longest reigning champion in sports entertainment and the cruiserweight champion of the world, Gregory Helms.
Now I like this, Michael. The longest reigning champion in sports entertainment beat my record. Just recently got a chance to step up like he said he wanted to do. The ballpark's yours, Gregory. Knock it out of here.
I'm not so sure that Smackdown fans going to care who wins this matchup, but what you were referring to, JBL, was Gregory Helms saying last week that he believes there's nobody left for him to beat in the cruiserweight division and has spoken of turning his attention to the heavyweight division. This is his opportunity.
Hey, Muhammad Ali did it. Evander Holyfield did it. Roy Jones did it. Rey Mysterio did it. Why not Gregory Helms?
The clock begins to tick. The time to beat, 7 minutes, 53 seconds. King Booker versus Gregory Helms, former world champion and the current cruiserweight champion. Two competitors who are not exactly favorites of the Smackdown fans.
They're favorites of mine, Michael, and that's all that counts.
John, can you imagine this? Last year, Gregory Helms won his cruiserweight championship at the Royal Rumble. This year, if he wins the beat the clock sprint, Gregory Helms could win the world title at the Royal Rumble.
This is so much bigger than March Madness. You're going to have a Cinderella story, though I would argue that Helms is Cinderella that could walk away with all the gold.
King Booker with a clothesline. Again, you're working against the clock. One of these men needs to win this matchup before that clock counts down to 0. King Booker taking it to the cruiserweight champion. Who has the advantage here?
The key, Michael, is to go for the home run, but you don't want to make a mistake early. You've got to be in control.
There you see the world champion Batista looking on. One of these two men could be his opponent. Covered by King Booker, kick out at 1.
The thing Gregory Helms is going to have to do, the heavyweights just simply hit harder. Pound for pound, they're just simply bigger. It's just a matter of physics. He's going to have to get used to that if he wants to step up and compete at that level, which I believe he can do and do well.
King Booker, Gregory Helms up high. Gregory Helms lands on his feet. Who does this type of matchup favor with the countdown clock ticking down? Helms or King Booker in your estimation?
I don't think that's why it favors the King.
Spinebuster, cover, hook to the leg, shoulders down, kick out at Helms at 2.
King's got a lot of weight, he's got a lot of size, he's got a lot of power on Helms. That favors what could happen right now, and that is something quick to beat Helms with.
Ooh, King Booker,
that could be it.
With a boot to the jaw of Gregory Helms.
He beats him this quick. He's going to the Royal Rumble.
Cover again, quick. It falls here by King Booker, near fall again.
Come on, King. Come on. The hell's wrong with King Booker? He's better than that. He could have had him right there, King. Come on.
Well, Gregory Helms putting up a fight. Opportunity, perhaps, in
putting
a world.
up a fight is a lackadaisical cover. King knows how important a world championship is. He should have never lost it. Teddy Long screwed him out of it. That's why it's important to beat Helms, if you can, early.
Helms exchanging blows with King Booker. Trying to step up to the heavyweight division and perhaps doing a good job. But there is typical King Booker. Former champ,
Michael,
thumb to the eye.
Cheat early. If you're going to cheat, if you're going to lose your temper, do it early. You've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, well, you could get disqualified. And if you're disqualified, that means your opponent would win the matchup at the time that's shown on the clock.
Good point, Michael, but you're not going to get disqualified for
Here's the cover by Helms, and a kick out at 2 by King Booker. If Helms had picked up the pinfall there, he would have beat the clock.
The key, Michael, you're missing this, okay? It's like throwing frisbees to a guy sitting down. You cheat and not get caught.
Thanks. You made a career out of it. You know all about it. What is Gregory Helms doing to King Booker as he wraps that left leg around that second rope?
I took a few shortcuts in my day. Most people have too.
Your entitled title reign was shortcuts. Oh, look at Gregory Helms. They have King Booker and a kick out at 2. Would have beaten the clock.
It was a long title reign.
It was. Almost 10 months. A title reign that Gregory Helms has now beaten.
Quit bringing it up.
Almost a year with that cruiserweight championship as Gregory Helms.
I want to say, if anybody beats my title reign, which Gregory Helms has done, I am proud it's Gregory Helms. Smackdown's best kept secret. Look at, this is the way you make a name for yourself. This is the way you step up against the heavyweights and you take it to them.
The clock continues to tick. King Booker hanging Helms up on the top rope. The time to beat set by Kane earlier on. 3:45 left in this matchup. Beat the clock sprint. Paul London, Brian Kendrick could not beat the clock earlier on.
And quite frankly, I like both these guys' chances against Batista.
King Booker measuring his opponent. And that is the amazing flexibility of King Booker. Taking his time,
Come on, King, damn it!
King Booker into the cover. Queen Charmel confident, hook the leg again, and a kick out. Why is the King taking so much time?
I have absolutely no idea. I would like to say I knew. I don't.
Because again,
I've known the King his entire wrestling career. I know how important that championship is. I don't know why he does. Damn it!
And again, John, it's not about just beating Kane's time. It's about setting a new time that's going to be harder for other people to beat.
The problem with King, I really believe, he's used to going 30 minutes. He's used to wearing down opponents. But you can't do that right here, King. Come on, on your side.
Missile drop kick by Gregory Helms. Falls to the cover. Shoulders down. Hook of the leg. Could have him in a kick out at 2. I think the problem with King Booker is he's arrogant. Bottom line.
Not arrogant.
Not arrogant. He walks around with his pinky in the air and thinks he's a king.
Wouldn't you be arrogant if you were former 5-time WCW champion, former world champion, with a beautiful queen like that? You are a queen, and you're a stinking thinker war correspondent.
Gregory Helms, top rope, crossbody, knocks King Booker down. Here's the cover, hook of the leg. There's 2.5, and a kick out by the King again as the clock continues to tick, nearing the 2-minute warning, so to speak.
The King, one of the most decorated guys in all of sports entertainment. He has a right to be arrogant.
King Booker going for the scissors kick, trying to put Helms away. Gregory Helms takes the King out at his knees. Wise move by the Cruiserweight champion. And look at Queen Charmel. Referee Jimmy Corderas was distracted with the King. And Gregory
Behind
Helms
the referee's back. That's what I'm talking about. It didn't count. Now, come on, King. It's your chance.
Queen Charmel's not even in the matchup.
Didn't say she was.
King Booker bounces off the rope. Scissors kick to the back of the head. This could be it. Hooks the leg. Shoulders down. King Booker sets the new time to beat.
Here is your winner, King Booker.
He hooked him tight, Michael, and he got the 3.